So today, we're playing the Ranger. We've got a Holy Spear Eggscalibur combo. We're using these with the SUBCLASS LEAF subclass for some crazy heals, debuff removal, and instant mana too. But hey, we might even add in the combo of heavy drinking skill, which triggers our vampiric potion, plus our blood goobert deals and heals more based on how much vampirism we have. But check it out, and let me know what you think of it. Okay, let's go and jump some rank games with a random character and see who we're going to get today. So it looks like we're playing the Ranger. We do start off with a Divine Basket, a shiny shell, and a little chipped sapphire. But it's round one, and we're going to have a lot of sales. Let's grab the spear. It's going to be a lot of DPS first. Let's grab the banana. Let's grab our piggy bank. And let's roll. Killing herbs is insane value at the very beginning. That's for sure. Now I'm questioning, do I roll because we do get sales? Or do we just settle for a garlic? I think we actually still want to roll here. I think we want to grab our stone. We settle for the leather bag. We do want to grab the frying pan and we just move on with this setup. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 nature items inside our Divine Basket, giving us 20% more healing efficiency, which is going to be awesome. Well, 20% and then also 10%. So overall 30% healing efficiency. While our spear is going to deal quite a bit of damage, it's going to be shredding armor, so yeah, we should be in a pretty good spot. Our little chip sapphire inflicting 1 cold, slowing him down by just a tiny bit. However, our opponent is keeping life for quite some time, but not too bad. Just pause the video to remind you to like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. Now how about we say screw the frying pan, go double spear. Hell yeah, double spear it is. Yeah, let's just continue on a double spear. Not too bad. That's going to be a lot of DPS first. It's going to be a lot of stamina too, but we do have our banana to sustain that stamina. But yeah, these are going to be 3.7 DPS. Well, it's going to be about 5 DPS between the two. So overall, amazing. Oh hey, I'm going to grab ourselves a set of healing herbs. I'm going to roll. Let's grab this bit of storage. I'm going to reserve the piggy bank just in case we get Piggy Pinata here. Let's move on to Star Courage because it's not going to be a nature item. And let's grab our Lucky Clover for now as well. But if we want to do more shredding of armor, we do something like this. If we want a bit more healing efficiency, we put our stone inside our Divine Basket. I think we're just going to shred armor like it's butter. Although we're going to pick an opponent that doesn't have any armor. So definitely the stone in our Divine Basket would be a little bit better here. But hey, we should get a bit of a heal with a shiny shell. And then a regen should be able to carry us. Going up again, this hammer, hero sword, berserker. And not too bad. And we did get uniquely unique, but we did get Piggy Pinata, and hell yeah. I'm going for Piggy Pinata run. Let's go grab this too. Let's go ahead and grab a Piggy Pinata. I do kind of like grabbing another shiny shell here, but let's roll once. And I do want to keep grabbing stones as well. So if you want to get that extra bit of crit chance, we move our spear down like so. Having it placed in like this, but then we lose the ability to shred some armor. But hey, we might as well actually do it because we're going to lose the ability to shred armor if we do place in anything. So yeah, we are going to move on with this. I'm just going to let our unstable recombobulate into something. We're going to have our piggy banks in here, giving us some max HP. And we're going to have as much nature items inside our Divine Basket for that healing efficiency as possible. Now we are going to begin a frozen buckler, which is going to be slowing us down by quite a bit. But we'll see. Can we keep up? I kind of wish we did have the shredding armor here because our opponent will have a lot of armor with the stone badge and the leather boots that we do have to get through, unfortunately. But hey, we are running out of stamina though, unfortunately. This fight is going to go into fatigue. Our opponent is after slowing us down by quite a bit, but with our unstable recombobulator, actually, could win out for us. And awesome. Yeah, because it actually clears... Because it actually cleanses some debuffs. So overall, not too bad. Coming in super clutch, but what do we get? Okay, eye lamp. I'm definitely down for her. What else I'm down for? I'm going to grab this health pot. I do want to roll once. Should we go for triple spear here? Definitely don't think so. I will, however, grab this bit of storage. I do kind of want to grab another set of healing herbs though. Box riches might not be too bad here either, but let's grab our healing herbs. Let's roll once. Let's place it in. Let's grab this on David Omelette. And do we want a lucky pig here? I think for now I'm just going to let it go. There's also a ruby egg if you want a dragon, but I think we're okay with this for now. I'm also just going to use our eye lamp in our fanny pack, just increasing the speed of this a little bit. We did lose some extra max HP with our piggy bank being in this position, but I did want to craft up a strong health pot. Now, we could have actually placed it up top here. So we would have had 2 extra max life here. But unfortunately, we are running out of stamina because of that shielded wooden buckler. But can we still keep up? We're going to begin our ranger with that Viny basket, again with another stone badge, which is a lot of armor. That fatigue damage is taking us down, but with our health pot, can we stick ahead? They do have that mana pot, which is getting max life here. But unfortunately, we do end up falling short. But hey, at least we got ourselves a strong health pot. Let's grab you. Let's grab another health pot. Let's try to grab this that we can't afford, unfortunately. But hey, do we want to shell here or do we want to craft up another strong health pot? We can also grab this cart to cleanse some debuffs, which, you know, I'm kind of down for. But I'm just going to rock on without for now. I did change the whole setup around just a little bit so we can actually shred a tiny bit of armor. But our opponent is only going to be running a tiny bit of armor with that garlic. Our opponent is going to be turbo inflicting a bunch of poison while stacking up spikes, which is not so great for us. But hey, can we actually keep up? We do get our health pots to cleanse that poison. Although it's only going to be a small bit of poison, but we do get big old burst heals. And awesome. Really, really fantastic for us. Now let's go ahead and grab you. I'm at feasting, which is awesome. Let's grab a set of blueberries. It does lead to another card. We could go for a card Goobert here. But I do kind of want to grab this just in case you want to go for a Tusk Piercer. Although that is freaking Excalibur right here. Which I mean, do we make the pivot for it? I think we kind of have to. Yeah, we do kind of have to, but we kind of have to wait for another round to get it. Now, unfortunately, our piggy banks haven't exploded yet, which is a little less than ideal, but yeah, we do kind of have to move on. So we're going to use it up even more stamina with a frying pan, which is a little less than ideal, but with our Amethyst feasting, our banana should be able to trigger a little bit faster, giving us that stamina. But we'll see. Our opponent is rocking the Gooberts. Now they're going to be going turbo fast on this guard power with 2 Dragon Claws on it. Once they do enter Battle Rage, I think this is going to go down to something like 2 seconds or less than 2 seconds. Yeah, 2.68. Which is nuts because they have 10 regen, they have 12 in power, which is a lot of weapon damage. And yeah, we just can't keep up with that, unfortunately. But hey, we got some crit chance. We got ourselves a blood amulet, which is not too bad, for sure. Now the question is, what should we go for Excalibur here? Eggscalibur Leaf is really fantastic with Excalibur, because it's going to give us that mana at the very beginning. So we can start off with Excalibur, which is awesome. Big Bowl of Treats is also pretty good because it is a food item as well. But I think we want to grab Eggscalibur Leaf here. Now, that's also going to be King Spear, which I do want to grab as well. Let's grab our storage. Let's grab this. And we could actually go for some vampiric pots here. That's something we want. Potentially, I still actually need to add in this piggy bank so we have the chance to explode it. But I think we're just going to have to venture on with this for now. So we have that little bit of crit chance on our spear. It's only going to be an extra 5% since we have only 1 bit of luck. But since we do start off with 10 mana, our blueberry should be able to stack up that luck. However, we're going to begin a bird, which is going to be removing that luck. So our crit chance is going to be pretty much non-existent. But we'll see. We're going to be crafted up Excalibur next round, which is going to be amazing for sure. However, our opponent is going to be rocking that friendly fire, which is going to be stacking up a bunch of heats, which unfortunately is going to stack up a lot of spikes. So we just can't deal with that as of right now. So we do end up falling short once again. But hey, let's grab our glowing crown. Let's roll. We need this blueberries like crazy, so let's grab you. I think we sell our eye lamp here to grab another set of blueberries, which does give us a carrot. But I'd much prefer grabbing our pineapple, as that's going to be some spike stacking. But I still think we're going to grab this carrot. But I do kind of want to craft up 1 vampiric pot. I'm going to leave this crit chance. Let's grab a pineapple. Let's grab this set of blueberries. Let's sell our spikes to grab it. We do want to grab a chili, that's for sure. Chili is going to be the most ideal. Stacking up a bunch of heat is always incredibly awesome for Excalibur. Now, unfortunately, we do activate our glowing crown, giving us invulnerability at the very beginning. which is a little less than ideal. We're going to need a bunch of mana source, since we're going to be using it on our glowing crown, which is a little counterintuitive to our Excalibur. And unfortunately, without a mana orb, we can't actually push over this 10 mana. Yeah, so we'll never ever activate Excalibur at the moment, which is a little less than ideal. Especially going up again double shielded as well. I mean, double shields blocking a ton of damage and just eating up our stamina. So unfortunately, we do end up bleeding our life, but we'll see. Now, heavy drinking is kind of interesting here. I do kind of like taking it, especially since we do have our vampiric pot. So you know what? I'm going to grab it today. Which makes me want to grab a vampiric goobert here. For sure as well. But again, we're going to need to push ourselves over that 10 mana. So we definitely need the chili. We're going to grab the cheese. Cheese is going to be insanely valuable to us. Another pineapple. Do we leave the pineapple for now? I don't think we really bother with the crit chance all that much. We take out one of our shiny shells, unfortunately, to keep in our Piggy Pinata. We replace one of our cards for a chili pepper. And I think we just venture on, unfortunately, with this setup. So let's see if we get on with this. We do start off with invulnerability, which is not too bad. But we'll see. We should be able to stack up potentially a lot of vampirism or a lot of regen with our heavy drinking. And it gives tons and tons and tons of healing. But we'll see. We do need to get over that 10 mana. Now we do have one little chip sapphire, which can potentially do it. But it is extremely low chance. We stacked up a lot of buffs, which is awesome. But yeah, that crit chance actually will go nuts here, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Looking pretty good. We're stacking up our max life. We're getting tons of heals. We're getting a bunch of vampirism. We're scaling up our power. Our opponent does have tons of vampirism as well, but smashing for us. They also have stunned, but yeah, not too bad. Now, Gingerbread Jerry is kind of crazy here too. We do stack up all these buffs, but we would lose the ability to activate our Excalibur. Are we going to be taking it though? I think it is pretty darn awesome for right now, since we're not going to be able to activate our Excalibur. Since we're pretty low on mana as well, I'm not sure if we do take it. So I'm going to take our pineapple. I'm going to take our gooberts. I do want to roll here, and we definitely need the storage. To the point where I'm going to sell you to grab this for now as well. Now again, I'd love to put in our goobert to craft it up into a vampiric goobert, but we do kind of have to move on. I did take out one of our cards. We do have our pineapple in, which is going to be stacking up spikes. And we'll see. We do start off with our vulnerability. We do attack a crazy amount more faster at the very beginning, so it's not too bad. Our opponent is going to be turbo inflicting a bunch of cold on us though, which is a little less than ideal. Because our heavy drinking is going to go down to 6-second activation. And it's still going to increase. But we do have a ton of regen, which regen, it doesn't get slowed down, which is awesome. We do have spikes, which means our opponent is going to be taking that spike damage. So potentially, yeah, it's not looking too bad. Even though that's a crazy amount of cold on us. Although that Shelly did keep our opponent alive. But smashing. Genuinely smashing. Now that's a poison ball, if you do want that poison ball. But let's take you. Fanfare on sale is kind of awesome too. Now we could also add in a poison spear here. Since we do have our holy spear, we do cleanse all those debuffs. Let's grab the fanfare now. Let's roll. Let's roll again. And that is another piggy bank, which I do want to grab. Which I mean, the piggy bank is going to have to go in for now. I do want a fanfare in because the fanfare is going to provide. It should be able to push us over that edge for mana. Let's sell you so we can grab this as well. Let's place in our Star of Courage. And again, I'm going to venture on. So yeah, the fanfare has the potential to push us over that mana edge. It's also going to be stacking up our power. It's also going to be removing stamina, especially going up again a multiple weapon opponent. Put in. We'll see what we can do. Kind of fanfare gives that mana. So far, it looks like it gives him power. But yeah, looking much, much better. We do activate our fanfare. Activating our Excalibur, which is not too bad. However, it is very, very, very inconsistent here. That's for sure. But smashing all the same. Oh, nice. Our piggy bank actually exploded. We got ourselves a Gin's lamp and a garlic. And we could take a Maneki Neku here. It is on silver 5. Prismatic Orb I'm not going to be taking since we need so much space here. Let's grab you. I'm Solid Garlic to grab this, hoping for Amulet of Life, which is crazy insane for us. And I'll be back in a second while I sort our inventory out. So, we did change all sub rounds, and we're going to have our setup to be like this. Now, it's a little bit less than ideal with our Vine basket, but it still should be pretty decent with our Yggdrasil's Leaf in here, giving us about 12 mana at the very beginning. Which, honestly, is going to trigger our Holy Spear. I'm going to be left with 2 mana, so we do have to build that straight back up, unfortunately. But our Heavy Drink is going to be here. We do have pretty much all our food items triggering on our Excalibur, with our food items triggering on our Goobert if we're going to be multi-activating our food items. As for Maneki Neku, our crit chance, and our Jin's Lamp, we're not going to be able to fit it in just right now. But we're going to be crafting up our Blood Goobert, especially since we're going to be using a Vampiric Pot with Heavy Drinking. We should be able to stack up a lot of Vampirism and have our Blood Gooberts deal quite a bit of damage. But is this going to be good enough? We are going to begin a Thorn Bloom, Card Gooberts, Big Ball of Treats. They're going to be turbo stacking a crazy amount of power. They're also going to be stealing a ton of our buffs, which is a little less than ideal. But unfortunately, yeah, without a single mana orb, we're going to be in a pretty tough spot. Okay. I just have to mention mana orb and it shows up. Let's grab this. I don't really want spikes for now. I do want to grab this potion belt though. And I do want to keep rolling. Looking for that extra bit of storage. And so unfortunately, my most ideal setup is going to be something like this. With a Maneki Neku in here, the only problem is our mana orb is not going to be proccing on an item down below. And we're going to place it in this position, which is going to be tagging on our cheese, our blueberries, and our Excalibur for now. We're going to have a crit chance on our Blood Gooberts along with our Holy Spear, but I'm going to roll once, and grab more crit chance. I'm going to roll again. But I do got to move on. Now, we do want to find more mana orbs, that's for sure, but yeah, we're going to be rocking on. Now, our Amulet Feasting is not going to be the most ideal position either. We probably should have switched it for the Piggy Pinata, but we should be in a pretty decent spot with our setup right now. We should be able to get tons of Vampirism. We should be able to activate our Excalibur more consistently. We should be able to get tons of healing with our Yggdrasil's Leaf, along with our Heavy Drinking. We should be able to cleanse a bunch of debuffs with our Holy Spear and our Yggdrasil's Leaf as well. However, our opponent is going to have a ton of spikes and empower, which is quite scary. It's going to be a lot of DPS, but smashing. We still managed to pull ahead. Now that is Pop. Do we want Pop? You know what? I think I'm going to take Pop. Let's grab you. Let's add you in. And I'm going to roll again. And I don't really want any of these extra items. I do want to grab you though. For a little bit more storage. But I think we move on. I'm going to add in Pop because we're going to be stacking up a lot of Empower. Which is going to be quite nice. We do get invulnerability, attacking super fast at the very beginning. But we'll see. We do pop our Excalibur, giving us a bunch of heals, bunch of power, bunch of spikes, all these buffs, which is awesome. I would love to grab more chilies, so we probably should be buying a bunch of food items. Try and find also more cheese for more max life stacking. But hey, not too bad for sure. So we do end up with a 55 DPS, Holy Spirit, Excalibur, and Blood Gooberts. As for heals, we do have 70 healing per second, with 120 life, with 120 max life gains, and on top of it, 42 block. Crazy, crazy block. Not really, but let's continue on. Let's see if we can make this crazier. But speaking of crazier, I'm going to be rolling. Let's grab you. What's it going to be? Okay, I do kind of like that. We don't really want the Divine Pot. We don't really want any of this either. Stamina Sack though I will actually take. But again, let's keep moving. Let's roll one more time. And unfortunately I'm going to rock on once again. All I really want is another mana orb. Our opponent is going to be inflicting a lot of poison, but again, with our Yggdrasil's Leaf, we should be able to cleanse quite a bit of it. Potentially. Although that's a lot of poison stacked up, we're going to be taking a lot more damage. But hey, we do answer back, and not too bad. A pineapple on sale, hell yeah, let's grab it. Let's grab you. Cheese is amazing. But do we want to get rid of one of our cards for that cheese? I think we do. Let's sell you to buy this banana. Let's sell you to buy an extra banana. Let's sell the banana to grab this. I'm hoping for chili. Another cheese though. Another cheese is more max life stack, and I'm hell yeah, I'm down for it. Let's add in our carrots, and if we do add in a blueberry up top, we are going to be rocking on with one holy item. Unfortunately gone. So yeah, I'm going to move on with this for now. So we'll see how we get on. We should be able to scale up a lot. Our opponent is going to be trying to remove a ton of our buffs, which is a little less than ideal. It's going to make it a lot harder to activate Eggscalibur, but yeah, we still should be in a pretty good spot. They're going to be inflicting a ton of debuffs. They're going to be stacking up their power as well, which is going to be a little bit scary, but we should potentially be able to keep up here. Now that's a lot of power, a lot of spikes. It is taking its time. To be honest, it's going to be a long fight for sure. But can we keep up? So far, it's actually not looking too great. Our opponent does have a crazy amount of spikes, crazy amount of power. And yeah, unfortunately, with the amount of debuffs they did take on us, we do fall short. And holy moly, we got that mana orb. Now I think we're going to place this mana orb down in this position for now. Let's grab our extra cheese, which does lead to another cheese. Let's sell our Piggy Pinata, our stone, our banana. Let's grab this extra cheese. Do we sell our fanfare right now? I think we do. Let's grab this. Another set of blueberries is kind of nice and all, but I'm not sure if we do want it. No. Are we okay with having our mana orb in this position instead? Or we do something a little bit more like this, which I think is going to be slightly better. It doesn't target pop, but it does target our food items along with Eggscalibur as well, while still having our cheese in as well. With a mana orb up top too. Should be pretty good. Yeah, we'll see how we get on with this. Now, we're going to be using our crit chance on our Blood Gooberts along with our Holy Spear rather than our Pop and Eggscalibur here. Although we could switch it over, have a crit chance like so. But unfortunately, our Maneki Neko's position is going to be crazy bad if you do this. But I do want that crit chance on Pop. We could settle for something like that, but still it's not going to be really worth it in my opinion. So unfortunately, I think we sell our Maneki Neko here. Even though it's been good increasing Pop, our Holy Spear, and our Heavy Drinking, I think we do got to get rid of it. Do we take this set of blueberries? I don't think we do. I think we keep rolling for now. Let's roll one more time. And I wouldn't mind grabbing a second Gin's Lamp here. Well, let's roll one more time. Mana Orb. Hell yeah. I'm going to take out this stone because we still get our Armored Life, which is going to be that increased healing efficiency anyway. And this Mana Orb is going to sit in here targeting our Blood Gooberts, along with his blueberries, along with Pop and our Island. Now these three Mana Orbs are going to be insane. And it might actually win us the game, to be quite honest. But let's go and see, are we going to be able to win this game? And we are going to begin a Staff of Fire, Frozen Flame. They do get their invulnerability. They're going to have crazy amounts of invulnerability. They're going to be inflicting a ton of debuffs. But can we get rid of it with our cards, our Chili Pepper, our Holy Spear, as well? As well as our Eggscalibur Leaf. Now we should have way more consistent mana gains for Eggscalibur to keep constantly proccing Eggscalibur Leaf here. So yeah, all that frost that was stacked up on us is gone, so they're going to have 0% crit chance on their Staff Fire. However, that Staff Fire is going to be scaling up a lot of damage. However, their heat generation is looking quite slow. They are going to be removing some for spikes with that Draconic Orb, giving that heat, but there's some big damage incoming. And fantastic. Really awesome. So we do end up with a 55 DPS. Which is not crazy. But a 91 healing, which is awesome. With a whopping 39 max health gained. Mainly because our opponent did counters with so much snowballs. They did remove all our cheese's potential, unfortunately. Then as for block, yeah, we got about 42 massive block. But hey, this was definitely a fun build. Didn't expect to play a Heavy Drinking Vampiric Potion Blood Goobert type builds. But it still turned out to be a lot of fun, especially adding in Pop 2. But we did survive 1 life left. Let's go and see just how much rank points we managed to get. Plus 8. Almost ranking us up to Masters. But hey, I'm going to leave it for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in history. We're going to begin a Spike Staff, Thornbloom, Berserker. They're going to be turbo stacking a lot of power, which means a lot of max life. But we'll see who can stack up more max life. Eggscalibur with a Holy Spear. Or your setup. Now they're going to have 2 goes of Battle Rage with extra Angie, but as long as we can take them out during their Battle Rage, that shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. And yeah, 8's looking pretty darn over for our opponent. Okay, so we're going to see, can we deal with a Fortuna's Grace, Meg Clover, Wincon, or Ranger. They did get a ton of buffs. They didn't get Empower, which is a little less than ideal for opponents. But they're still dealing quite a bit of damage. Now, they do have a lot of healing reduction with that cap discomforts. But hey, we do answer back with big damage and not too bad. Okay, we're going to begin a Friendly Fire Pumpkin Hammer Dagger type builds. They're going to be trying to stun us a lot with this pumpkin, with this hammer. They're going to be dealing a lot of damage with those daggers, but as long as we stack up our spikes, keep activating our Eggscalibur Leaf, yeah, we should have no problem whatsoever. Although, those daggers are going to be scaling up quite decently fast. With all the heats gain, they have tons of lifesteal with that vampirism, and actually, surprisingly, this fight is going on for quite some time. And awesome, we still managed to pull ahead though, which is amazing. And finally, we're going to begin a Friendly Fire Phoenix Burning Blade Bone Spear. Now, they're going to be shredding their armor. They're going to be stacking up a lot of heats. Super fast. They're going to probably get to their win con potentially before we do smash them, but yeah, they're going to deal that big damage. But we do answer back. We should still have tons of healing. They do resurrect with that Phoenix though, but once they lose their heats, that's a lot of their setup gone. Although they did get that invulnerability, but smashing.